Hello everybody, welcome to the FUNKe VODs channel. If I did everything right, you're hearing me right now. And if I did everything right, this won't lag like hell. So what's my name? Oh, that's a tough one. So, just yell into chat if the audio gets too loud, or if the game is unbearably laggy. Yeah, all 10 of the VOD viewers on YouTube are going to love seeing the hellos in chat. This is a game called Hell of an Office. Got this one off of Itchio. It said it had rocket jumping in it. I didn't look any further, I just downloaded it. Hoping I won't regret that. It's gonna go mute for a moment. I'm just tabbing in and out. I'm worried about the screen lag. Don't worry too much about the audio cutting. That is me. So, first thing I notice, I can't raise the FOV. That's, it's a big downer. But, it's gonna play through here. I've got about 5 or 6 Itchio games. I have more, but some of them... you know, I'll be honest. I try to do some deep research for these streams, and a lot of, like, Itchio demos are pretty bare bones. You know, just running on a wall. Maybe you have a gun. I'm trying to keep the bar of a certain... Oh, there's something here. So until I start running out of the things I'm curious about, hopefully these will each have some argument to make. You know, I said I wouldn't get VOD muted because of the recording, but this might not work. Alright, it's a fast... No context, we're just going for it. I like that. Kind of reminds me of Seum. S-E-U-M. Joe Mama's on the leaderboard. Well, which is another one of these platformy, quick-fire games. Now, I've been saying for years that someone should just make rocket jumping a video game. There are mods that let you rocket jump, and there are games that have rocket jumping, but there are very few games about rocket jumping. So my opinion is about time. Give me a lag check. I hear someone in chat saying it's laggy. Well. Yeah, if someone in the chat just has like a 3080 sitting around, I'll pay you for it. God knows I've tried. I've looked. It seems like the only way to get a good graphics card is buying a pre-built computer that just has one in it. And at that point, like, I'm wasting money. I'm wondering if B-hopping exists, because this is... Not really. You can't W. I mean, you can't W when you B-hop, but... You can only move forward by Wing in this game, is the problem. I guess it's just a flick thing. I can't get a read on if it's lagging or not. I'm getting some mixed opinions here. I can try maybe lowering this stuff. The Unity game won't look as beautiful, but I can live with that. What? Sometimes so the air strafing is really strong, and the second you input a key, like, you lose all momentum, which is not how source rocket jumping works. It's not even there's no correlation between the direction you jump in and where you land. Boy, I gotta say, I love the idea. Oh, dash. I'm just stupid. I know what's happening. I just realized. So, I'm not a Neanderthal. I rebind crouch to left shift. So I'm instinctively left shifting when I jump. But in this game, that button dashes. I've been shooting myself in the foot. Excuse me for having proper finger placement when I rocket jump. I have the boomer pinky. I think that's what it's called. Going for a crouch that doesn't exist. Oh, and just because I'm live now. I was worried last stream I might have Omicron or COVID or something. I took a test the other day, and it said I don't have anything. I think I did it right. So either I had it for like a day and got over it, or I've just been sick with something else. Either way, it doesn't seem to be the COVID, so I'm good. I'm not as worried. Also, I feel like this is kind of implied, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not like a video would have been out by now anyways, but I haven't been able to record anything, so the next video I don't think it's gonna meet my once a month goal, because for the past week, if I've talked for more than an hour, I'm dead. Do some pokos. You're putting a lot of faith in this game's system. You fall too slowly. Yeah, there's not a crouch button. The control is also just a dud. Alright, I'm a fan of this game. I was confused by the dash mechanic, but I put a decent amount of hours in Seum, and a lot of these platformy games. And this is totally up the alley. Oh shit, there might be some actual tech here. Oh damn. I did like an actual... Fuck, what is it called? It's not a B-hop. It's... like, you know when you're rolling out a soldier and you do... is that a pogo? I think that's a pogo. Yeah, I think this game does have like a form of pogoing. Surfing? No, surfing is when you hit a slant and you slide up it. Or, perpendicular to it. I gotta say, if I was on the spot and I had to name like my favorite video game mechanic, I would say it's... I guess surfing would... or no, I guess rocket jumping would be the catch-all term. But surfing and pogoing are like the most fun maneuver on a keyboard to me. There's something about the physics of controlling your character in acceleration from a fucking blast that just... I can't name anything like it. Except maybe a donk jump, which is a form of rocket jumping. which probably explains to you why I chose this as the first game of the night. Oh. It might be speed hopping. I mean, I know it as pogoing from my days in Comp TF2, but I don't keep up with the terminology. I don't know if anybody caught that, but I just totally created, I just found an exploit. A skip. I didn't, but that's kind of what I like about these games. You can just skip half of it if you know the controls well. You should try Neon Boost. I don't know if I recognize that. I know Neon White is sort of a boomer shooter that's coming out next Steam whatever fest next week. I'm excited for that. I don't know what Neon Boost is, but I do recommend Neon White. Getting over it, but with a rocket launcher. Is that a Roblox thing? I've had people in my Discord recently that keep asking me to play Roblox. And I'm realizing how big Roblox is. I don't think because I wasn't invested in the big growth of that game. And I didn't realize how big of a scene it was. Child labor included. And apparently there's some stuff in there a lot of people really recommend I play. I'm not super receptive to it, but I hear you. End of demo. You want more? Give me more. I want more. I guess that's it. Hell of an office. Yeah, no, I mean, I like that. It's a little, like, simple. I want to wishlist that. I didn't know if it was on Steam. I got it from Itchio. I'm gonna do that. Quiet. Yeah. I liked it. Okay. That was hell of an office. Can't complain. Didn't have any, like, super goofy moments, but I always have, like, a soft spot for people who are willing to indulge those kind of mechanics. Okay, so I've just not, I couldn't find a version of this to play. I didn't know if it was public, but there's this game called Karlson that's made by a YouTuber that's named, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. Starts with a C. Danny. Another YouTuber, big fella, like, he makes, I guess, game dev updates that get millions of views about this game, and I've gotten comments about it nonstop for the past few years, and I've tried to, like, find it, but in the past I couldn't find the game, so I saw it's, like, available on Itchio as a demo. I don't know much about it. I haven't played Karlson. I haven't watched his dev vlogs. I just have a lot of people recommend it to me. So, I'm gonna mess around in it. Maybe turn it down a little. Still, very loud to me. You don't see that. Test. Just let me know if I need to adjust. Camera shake? I'll leave it on. Graphics, good or fast? What I do know about this game is it's got a lot of those classics while running. Slow bullet time. Can't quite knock it off the edge. This is what all of his time... That's why he's making the game, right? So I can just spend all my time doing that. I'm sorry, I did not have time to read that. Is this like a actual combat mechanic to throw? Or is it just literally like a limp toss? Oh. The inclusion of a physics system makes any game top tier to me. So, you have my attention. Yeah, no, this is a totally blind play of Karlson for me, so I did not know it had a grapple gun. I'm trying to like swing up, but I can't get it. I have played Verlet Swing, I believe. Milk. A Naruto run in this game. Yeah. I can't act surprised, but I can act pleased. It's a little strange to me. It feels like a floaty game, but the gravity's not super high. Like, you don't jump super vertical. And there's not a dash or anything. But the level's called a sandbox, so I'm assuming this is like the Rugrats playpen of the game. The explosion barrel props. Oh, I can rock. I like. Friendly fire on yourself. I don't think there's a dedicated time stop button, at least right now. It seems to just be tied to events. Oh god, that's so cool. I didn't include it in my last video, but Alex being a VR game actually removed a lot of gravity tech in the original Half-Life games. Specifically, there's a way to beat Half-Life where you just, like, carry barrels around and explode jump over all of the stopping points. I keep forgetting there's not really air strafing. No. Oh. It's a fan jump. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was just sort of dead air if I missed. Nope. This game is actively getting dev vlogs, which is why you might recognize it. Someone in chat may have to answer if they know, because these all these levels are sandbox. Does Danny have an intent in mind on how the a full final game? Is he trying to have like open levels, or is this just sort of supplementary to the linear stuff? Because I get the feeling it plans to be sort of a open stage, Portal-like levels. Keep doing that. Huh. Oh shit, that goes way farther. It's a story movement shooter with multiplayer. Okay. Ow. No, come on. There's a lot more levels, so I'll keep going. But I am tempted on that kind of thing to stop and look around. Yeah, I don't have a preference towards open level or closed level design. I was just curious because, you know, this is... it's a demo. There is air strafing, but I do... You'll notice sometimes I just fly past stuff. And it doesn't feel bad, but always catches me off guard. I keep expecting to be able to, like, Apex climb the wall. This isn't even the right way. There's, like, nothing over here. It's just a McDonald's play place. A thing. It's a thing. It's hard to tell if I can get multiple gun jumps off. But yeah, I'm surprised I hadn't tried this earlier. I mean, this is exactly up my alley. That wall bounce is jarring. Can I do this IRL? Does this sort of geometry exist IRL? I can climb. I don't know if I could do the wall running portion. On a good day, yeah, I can make the gauntlet. You want another game like this made by the same creator? Please try Rerun. Oh. They made another. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I didn't know that. I mean, I played gunless movement games before. I think the biggest aspect is just it's first person and there's some element of platforming. That's really my only parameters. The guns are a plus. This game's momentum isn't really familiar. But I imagine someone that's played it enough and they're familiar with like how it feels to float in the air. Yeah, I could see an insane speed run of this. Oh, that sword comment reminds me. Ghost Runner is getting DLC. I can't remember when it's out, but I think it's this year, sometime soon. Which is a wall-running sword game. I mean, I played that. Yeah, really. They planned on it being a small DLC, but they said it just kind of kept growing, and now they're just building it up. They're also making a sequel, which I thought was surprising. Not that, like, they're making a sequel, but it was very quickly announced, and I wasn't even sure if the game sold well. But I liked it. I think Ghost Runner is, like, a good game. The story is kind of dog water. Super forgettable, but mechanically, can't name much like it. I was hoping there would be sort of a B-hop mechanic. I know there's sliding, and I keep forgetting to use it. That's what I need to do. Oh, there is sort of wall climbing. I'm just bouncing too much. I'm getting schooled by Karlson. I'm gonna have my movement shooter teacher license revoked. It's what the game wants me to do anyways. I need to have a bunch of momentum for that bouncy. I haven't looked, but I have a PS4, and I haven't looked at the Dreams library in years. And I'm curious if there are some FPS games made in the Dreams engine. Enough that I could maybe make a MST out of it. Unity? You know what I mean, though. Like a console-made, player-made game. Play Rain World. I'm playing RimWorld right now, off stream. I'm playing the multiplayer with my friend. Actually, it's fun. I don't have that much to say. I've only done a few hours of it, because again, my voice, I couldn't do the multiplayer for long. But it's been hard to kind of please me with sims, like civilization management games, but RimWorld, I keep overshooting this. It does it for me. I like when each unit, each person you're controlling, like, is very specialized, very like RTS, and you don't just have 100 generic units you're moving around. I couldn't get into RTS games, and I don't think it's fair to call RimWorld an RTS game, but it's of that genetic camp to me, and I'm enjoying it. Wow, can I skip the level? Am I not a gamer if I skip this level? I don't even think I need this gun. I know I can go back to the menu. I don't remember what level this is, but I want to say I beat it. It's just I either overshoot this or undershoot it. I'm out. This one? Hey. Am I still planning on making the heavy video? Part of me wants to. I haven't given it enough thought on if I'd have enough meaningful stuff to say. I wanted to do a well, also I'm just not playing TF2 enough for it to be fresh in memory. Like, I have to dig for the ideas. I wanted to make a video for a while about how all the years of updates have changed the Heavy's balance. He used to be a way bigger, like, threat on maps that have all of these tiny choke points. You think of Dust Bowl and all of these corners where Heavy can... He's an absolute juggernaut on defense, but he's almost useless on offense without Uber. But some of the newer maps... Not even newer maps, like, you know, Upward, on attack as Heavy, you don't even need Uber to kind of win the corner. I think there's probably, like, some interesting observations about how time has changed the balance of TF2, but I haven't thought enough about it to, like, make a script. It's just sort of a passing thought. I'm mixing up my games and I keep thinking there's gonna be a dash. There's not. I can't like throw it. Hit him. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, if I ever make a TF2 video, I'm not gonna, like, make a thing out of it. I'll just make the video. I never, like, made an oath not to make another. I just haven't had a, like, a reason, you know? Or I should say a motivation. I don't need a reason, but a motivation. Those platforms aren't there for no reason. Oh, ooh. These are getting trickier. Like, at first I felt like, oh, the physics, that's cool, but how often will come into play? It is, but it just seems easier to slide into them. Okay, the rumor of the day in chat is that someone's developing a map editor for Titanfall 2. I've just been told. That, if true, that is large if true. Massive if accurate. I've always been of the opinion that for an online FPS game, the most important feature or aspect for long-term, like, gameplay is the maps. A map editor, or just a constant flow of maps. So, if that's true, the number one reason I don't really play Titanfall 2 in my free time is I've played all of the maps so much. And you get a little bored of it. When you know all of the jumps, all of the slide points, all of the places a Titan can walk to, you kind of... I don't know, environment's important. Oh, hi, Morgan. Yeah, some of these levels get very specific in what they want you to do. I'm not mad about it. I know I gotta get good. I'm just not getting good yet. As I was saying, it's kind of a cutting room floor video script. I haven't made it just because I didn't want to make another, like, Paladins TF2 Overwatch video, but there's this trend in class-based, really just like online games, where it's all about adding new heroes or champions or whatever, but then they add a new map once every 2 years. And I can't wrap my head around it, because to me, when you add a map, everybody that plays your game gets content. Everyone gets to play their main on a new map. But when you add a new hero, you know, 1/8 of your players will continue to play it after release. And 7 whatevers will kind of just try it and be like, neat, and then go back to their main. So it's weird to me that maps aren't like more prevalent in update cycles. Why do... I know it takes a lot more work to make a map, but if it were me on a dev team and my goal was keep the player base satiated for years at a time, I would say, alright, put a map out every 3 months. That would be like kind of my goal. Not even 3, you know, 6 months. And I'll even throw in a free bone. You can have a public test branch. You don't even have to like it doesn't even have to be perfect. Just make the map and let people try it. And I don't want to get into the discussion, but a big reason Overwatch doesn't get maps is because Overwatch 2, they're removing a player slot. It's no longer 6v6, so the maps have to be balanced for 5v5. But since the maps are balanced for 5v5, they can't release it to Overwatch 1, which is 6v6. And it's just a really shitty position. That's it. That's all I gotta say on it. No, I have more. Perrin, you make a good point. Paladins used to have a public branch for their maps, and I always loved trying it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if they stopped working on maps, because they still make champions every fucking month. Every week, there's a new fucking champion in Paladins. The dev team's active. Where the fuck are the maps? Hell, even Battle Royales, they change their map all the time. It's like a little gimmick of Fortnite and Apex. They know. They understand. I don't keep up as much with CSGO or 6 Siege. So I wonder if that's a problem for those communities too. If they're like, we're waiting on a new map here. But I know in my experience, it's been a big teeth grinder. Slide, Justin, slide. Oh, okay. See, it's just going through a lot. Yeah. It always is. This office is packing. Is this FedEx? Try to boot stomp them. I like that you can crouch right in front of them and they just instantly die. Kneecap them. This game is called Karlson. Oof. Alright, the speed helps. I knew there was a gun, but I was trying to do a double kick. Thanks. E to pick up, not M1. So if you ever see me just staring, it's because I'm... I need to be in there. I might have something to report to Danny. Like that the grenade launcher sounds like a dog slurping water from a tin bowl. It's an old demo version. Oh, okay. I'm sure he's fixed the corner then. It's interesting the grenade launcher doesn't kill you. At least not on AoE. Just fly. Even if it's used by an enemy. But damn, is that fun. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Since I got the negative test, I got to finally go get the book I wanted. Which is, well, a book. A book on Taoism. They didn't have the one I was looking for. I got Tao Te Ching. And I'm learning that Taoism... there's a reason it's not as popular globally as, like, some of the others. There's a couple of... I don't know if they've aged well, things in it. Like, there are good parts of I haven't read all the books, so don't take me as a pro. But a lot of Taoism seems to be sort of learning from how nature moves, and that we as humans live sort of very unnatural lives, and we gotta relearn a lot of the basics. But some of it is really antiquated. I've heard a couple of not-so-savory opinions on, like, women. A lot of really kind of strange takes on, like, power. Where they say, like, you know, someone who lusts for power is unnatural. And, you know, we should strive to not use weapons and not take power. But it doesn't... And I don't know if this is a... Like, because the book is old. It doesn't really acknowledge that some people don't live by those rules and they will abuse weapons and power. And what do you do when you're against someone that does use those things? Like, it's hard to take a principled stance of I won't be violent when you're dealing with a violent regime. But I know Taoism isn't trying to tackle those problems. At least I don't think it is. I just mean to say, reading up on it, I find myself disagreeing with some of the interpretations, at least. There are definitely good things in it. I'm reading Tao Te Ching. I don't know what the fuck it means, but there's this one, like, story where, like, the usefulness of a pot is it's emptiness, right? You sculpt clay together, but you leave a big hole in the middle, and that's what makes it useful, because it contains stuff. And the book was trying to convey that there's meaning to emptiness, and that, I guess, your soul is a pot, and you gotta fill it, or something? I don't know. But, it seems like there are, like, not bad takeaways. Like, there's something in there, but I haven't figured out yet what the strengths of it are. I forgot to mention, but I updated the channel points. There's now one called Conjure Animals Boar. If you see it, if someone does it, it's chat's obligation to post spore faces, so I don't have to call it. So you can freely do that now. You don't have to rely on me. I'm sure I'll regret it, but I think it's funny. People are getting muted from it. Oh, fuck. It's 10th level upcasted. So in like a 6th level slot. Like that's not upcasting, is it? No, it's upcasted because it's conjure animals. So yeah, you summon like 16 boars. Trust me, I've done the math. The TTS one doesn't work right now, so don't waste your money. No, you're a 10th level. The player is 10th level. The upcast is of the spell. It's a 3rd level spell upcasted to 6th. To my understanding. The messages are deleted because people are putting too many emojis and it thinks you're spamming. Wow, I'm whiffing. I almost want like the R button to just reset so I can just insta reset. I'm not bouncing. It's just the game is so like inherently bouncy. Ugh. I think it's sort of a cueser thing. Like where I'm aiming really impacts where I bounce. Oh, you can actually sync jump a little bit. Sort of. Ever played Splitgate? Oh, dude, I played Splitgate before Splitgate. It's like, it's good. It's passable. Whoa. Splitgate doesn't, in my opinion, do enough with its Halo or Portal concepts. I thought you have a great base, a great mechanic, so you should build some levels around it. Or game modes around it. But they just sort of make Halo levels with portal guns. And it feels like it's not playing to its strengths enough. Also, they took teabag mode out of the rotation, which I'm mad about. I want to like Splitgate, but I'm worried they're not pushing the concept as far as it deserves to go. Grapple gun? No grapple gun? No grapple? I can't beat this without a grapple gun. Or can I? I think it was like on the table and I hit it. You can definitely do that without the grapple though. This guy always like, I don't know why he dies. Yep, right there. Yoink. Get it! Milk! I used to make fun of my dad because he would say milk is milk with an E. And we never knew why. It's not hard to so you don't really control the rocket jump. I mean, you do, but that's not the hard part. The hard part is sliding off at the landing or, you know, not being close enough to rocket jump off another platform, as I tried to do without the grapple earlier. I will repeat again for recent viewers, this game is called Karlson. Sir. After what I've done for you? The loving trains. I think Tom, I'm assuming you're talking about Tommy in it. He seems like a good kid. I've talked to him in DMs a bit about like YouTube stuff. It always just like catches me off guard when people that far out of my circle learn about me. I like to think I'm not off the grid, but it throws me for a loop when I get like a big follow or a mutual, because I'm just like, where did you like, I guess the YouTube recommendeds aren't completely fucked. Keeps me humble. Here's what I'll say, and I hope I don't sound like a dick saying it. When I didn't have as many YouTuber friends and I would see someone get like super popular, a part of me would be like, God, I wish I had that. Like, I can't even fathom it. But now I've interacted with enough of them and I understand they're real people. I think it's helped me not be so judgy about successful people. I can just be happy for them and not as envious. And if anything, it's a compliment to me that like they have the time to watch my video, you know? Please don't hit the grapple. Oh, rip. I'm not getting into the Minecraft igloo. Unfortunately. I've been on this level for a minute. Fuck, I'm fucking done. Usually floaty movement shooters feel a little odd to me, but I don't mind this. I think it's a healthy level of freedom. It's not so floaty, I feel like there's no momentum. Ooh. Yeah, I've had a few people say this is an old demo. I don't know if there's a new one out. This is all I could find. Maybe I'm looking too hard and Danny just has them in the description of a video. But like, I was looking around for like an Itchio or a Steam demo and this was all I could find. Oh, please. This hurts. Help. Help. That right there. I didn't even touch my hop. Don't do that. I guess red just means bouncy. It's like the better I get at this game, the more confused I am. I get what the game wants me to do, but when I fail it, it's like everything falls apart. Oh, so close. I could probably just go above this. I don't even have to wait. Oh, no, you don't. I think that's it. Yeah. Coming in full version. Sky 3. Okay, Danny. You have piqued my interest. I dig it. I'll say, I'll hold my tongue because I'm not a game developer. So this is, if nothing else, so much above anything I could even comprehend. I will say, I played a lot of games like this, and I haven't totally identified what this game, like, what its angle is. I guess the angle is just like the slidey rocket jumpy stuff. It does it well, and I'm 100% gonna keep my eye on that project. Yeah, I'm surprised I slept on it for so long. That was Karlson, everybody. So I've got a couple more Itchio demos here. These ones will be, I think, considerably shorter. How shorter? Well, this game is called Rising Smoke. And you've now seen the whole game. I'm serious, this is the whole game. But I thought it looked really cool, and I would feel bad to not at least show it. Kind of reminded me of Blood Dagger, which is another one. It's one of those games where you're just in a big room fighting stuff forever. And I think this was probably like a Game Jeff? This was like a Game Jeff game. And I'm a sucker for 2D art in a 3D plane. So, yeah. I'll play it for a minute. It's like a mobile game, but for my computer. I was kind of surprised that they didn't build it into like an even bigger thing, because I think it looks great. And that was Rising Smoke, everybody. I was not joking when I said these are going to get shorter. Again, picked up off Itchio. This next one, I haven't really looked into what this game is. So I'm really at the bottom of the barrel here. But it's called Rushscape. And I just thought, like, it had an articulate art style. Which was enough for me to go, okay, I'll try it. So, Rushscape. You might think this is a high sensitivity. My mouse in-game, for some reason, gets set super low. So I just have to set my in-game sends really high. Still really loud. Alright. Hope that's good. Welcome to Rushscape Dungeon. I think this is just a go-fast Minecraft game. But I think I feel like my cardinal rule at this point is if it has a slide, I'm at least willing to give it a chance. Huh. How's the audio looking? It sounds like someone's beating the shit out of a cardboard box to me. I can't adjust the audio, apparently. What am I listening to? I want to speedrun this just to stop hearing it. I feel like I'm on the, Twitch IRL section right now. Oh no. Is this an Amaranth stream? The good news is the further I run from it, the less I hear it. Oh. Till that happens. I don't like this. It's like a man with jello material pants strutting towards me. Pants that he shit himself in. Why did I look at my chat and see an emote of Heavy and Medic embracing each other? I'm cool with it. I just didn't know that was allowed. Hey, we love to see it. What? It's getting faster. There's a trick here I'm missing. But you don't just go faster by sliding is the problem. Or do you? This is... good about this. This is just Death Run with like a peepable horror. I think these are all the same level, but slightly different. I think it's literally just level 1 hard. Now that I think about it, yeah. Oh, that's cool. The hub is a level. Damn, they have no patience. This game is called Rushscape. Itchio demo. Oh shit, we Titanfall now. Sideways rooms. Okay, I'm like... This game is more than I expected it to be. And I am pleased with that. That Gygus following me is a bit much, but I get it. Ow. Right. Alright. I think I may try to just run through the levels and not all of the hard ones. For now. For the sake of pacing. Why does the jump sounds like a cartoon slap effect? Green. I guess you just have to get used to playing this game sideways. It's the nature of it's like yeah, Itchio surprises me sometimes. Also, let's be honest, with Movement Shooter Tuesday, I handed myself a very slim deck of games to pick from, so when I'm collecting, I gotta dig deep for these. What, isn't there like an Epic thing where you can make games and release them? We're gonna get to a point where I have to go there to look for these. Unity? I meant, like, a specific storefront. But yeah, I know Unity. Wouldn't it be Unreal? Am I fucking it up? Doesn't, Epic, like, they own the Unreal Engine? Yeah, I would think it's that. Be surprised, like, if the EGS has like a make your own game system and it's not Unreal. I wish I could remember the details of what I'm about to say, but I think I saw, like, a video of someone trying... Oh, no, wait, no, I remember. It was a Shonik video, where he was trying to find the oldest code in TF2, and he tracked it down, I don't remember what, it was like the earliest source code, and it was just some completely benign, file. From like 1996. No, it was a gold SRC file. I just recommend you look up the Shonik video, where he tries to find the oldest TF2 file. But it was pretty interesting because he just chased down this rabbit hole of source engine files. I think it actually went before SRC. Because, like, there was something from Gold SRC lifted off of, like, the Quake engine or something. Like, it goes down this crazy rabbit hole of, like, what's the oldest code that exists in the game. And I thought it was interesting. And yeah, he does go through some of the funny code comments. Could I link the vid? Yeah, it's u2.be/74a uppercase C lowercase 8 423 1i lowercase il. Or you could just look it up. Just look up Shonik. You should be watching Shonik anyways. Like the last bastion of TF2 YouTube content. Of active content. Well, I'm starting to get pegged by this level. Can't quite do it. Oh. Would I want and enjoy a Portal 3? I don't see a need for a Portal 3. I'm still confused. They said they were making a Portal and Half-Life movie with J.J. Abrams, and just nothing ever came of that. Obviously, I would play a Portal 3. I think they have the content for it, because there was a gel cut from Portal 2 that let you walk on walls. Just to give an example. Well, specifically, I should say that Portal 2 was built off of a few other games. So there's Nervacular Drop, which is like the Portal mechanic. I don't remember the name of it, but there's another game where you spray ink on the walls. And Valve gobbled up that dev team and recruited them for Portal 2, which is where the gel mechanics came from. It was called Tag the Power of Paint. You're right. So Tag the Power of Paint had a couple of extra mechanics that were cut and didn't make it a Portal 2. I think some of those would have worked with it. There's a whole story of f-stop, which is, I couldn't explain f-stop. It's something about perspective puzzles. I think like you take a photo of stuff and you can place the photo as a prop. There's just, from my knowledge, there's a lot of cut mechanics from Portal 2 that I think they could make a third one, but I don't think they need to. I don't see a need for that in the story. They cleared the story pretty succinctly. Let's be honest, like the Portal 2's portals were not the memorable part of it to me. To some people it was. But I played Portal 2 for Wheatley. And like all of the sequence break parts. The puzzles were fun. But I don't know. They would only make a Portal 3 if the story necessitated it, which it doesn't to me. That's why I don't think they would. But yeah, I'd play it. It still really does catch my notice that they were gonna make Left 4 Dead 3, and then they didn't. They were like, yeah, this could work for VR. Let's mess with it. And then they messed with it, and somewhere along the line, they said, not worth it. And I'm truly curious, because to me, I think Left 4 Dead would work great in VR. Not the game as it exists, but a zombie survival game in VR, I could see it working. But I'm not a game dev. I at least trust Valve to make a fun game, so if they think it wouldn't work, then okay. Bonus level. Oh, I have to beat the hard levels to get the bonus level, I bet. There is a Walking Dead VR game, and I hear it's good, but I have not played it. I've been playing Enter the Radius, which is a survival VR game. It's not really Left 4 Dead-y. And the problem I have with a lot of them right now is just how kind of boring the enemies are. And Into the Radius, they're just this generic black mist. Like, they're just a shadow. And I can't get invested in that as a story. I think I'm going to call it here. I like this game. This is a really good turn your brain off platformer. It's called Rushscape. if you're curious on Itchio. But yeah, it seems to be relatively short. And I imagine all of the movement in Left 4 Dead would probably not super translate into VR because, you know, the best VR game, like Alex has you stopping a lot in like small rooms. I thought the worst parts of Alex to me, without spoiling stuff, there are some bigger areas with some antlions. Like there's some stuff you have to shoot a lot and they eat your whole clip and you got to shoot like 7 of them. And it's really not fun. At best, it is just sort of white noise for the final levels. So I could see Left 4 Dead not working super well with that same open areas, endless shooting. This is the next game I have ready from Itchio, a demo called Valley Peaks. I don't recall too much about what it is, so I'll probably be a little actively surprised here. It must be a movement shooter since I downloaded it, but to be honest, I don't remember what this is. Oh wait, no, I remember now. You'll see. I just recalled what it is. You like grapples? Hey kid. Yeah, it's Tony here. You all set for your trip? I was pretty surprised you took the job with the climbing and all. But people will jump at any excuse to get out of the city. In case you forget, your task is pretty simple. We need you to place radio towers at the top of 3 mountains in the area. You're carrying all the radios on you, so just place them when you reach the top. Good luck out there. I'll be in touch if you have signal. You do this for us, I'm sure you're in for a promotion. It's not the opening I expected for this game, based on the screenshots I saw, but I love this presentation so far. Wow, wow. I can change the color palette for color blindness, I'm guessing. The frame rate seems to be a little, yeah. Tell me if this, if the frames are okay. Is it just, it's frames for you? Aw, man. Oh, I see it. Huh. Okay, give me a sec. I'm getting like 50 frames on my end, so I'm gonna try and change the capture here. Frame check. I can make the render distance super low. You know, I'd prefer not to, but... Oh, wow, I just saw a massive FPS jump. Now I'm curious if I can turn that up. Yeah, so first thing I'm noticing is sort of the detail work of this game. Like, it has an established art style. Again, it's one I don't really know what to describe as painterly. Like cutouts. But I think it looks good. cross-hatching? Yeah, that would work. I turned off grass. It looks noticeably not as good now. Does the grass kill the FPS? Because I would really prefer to keep this on. This game is called Valley Peaks. I'm getting the okay, so I'm gonna keep moving. I'm trying. We got the wrong walk raw. Covering a lot of my screen here.
Hello there. It's nice to finally meet you. I hear you have the difficult task of placing radios atop the 3 mountains. Well done on completing that climbing route there. I am part of the climbing club, and we will reward you for fully completing a stamp card of routes.
I'm gonna do like a knockoff Kermit.
To start things off, here are a pair... I can't do it. To start things off, here are a pair of binoculars. They'll show you where are all the uncompleted routes. There's some great rewards if you complete enough routes, so make sure to climb everywhere. A good mountain to start would be the gray mountain called Mount Control in my right.
My current D&D character is a frog. It's a grung, which is like a frog person.
And he talks something like this, so...
I'm probably gonna go with that voice. Wow, this is a lot of quality that I did not anticipate.
Welcome to base camp. This is where we're preparing for our gear for the big expedition. We plan to climb all of the mountains in the area. It's gonna take months. Lynn and I have everything you could ever think of. Climbing mats, ice axes, and baked beans.
May I see the beans? Let me know if the audio's okay. I'm noticing it has a couple loud noises. Mount Tree. I think this might be an open world. Or open-ish.
My job is to guard the beans from the pesky bean thieves. However, I haven't seen a single criminal in the area ever.
I'll come back to Mount Climb. Want to look around. Like, if nothing else, the art style of this game is like a knockout. I mean, this is more than a passing grade.
I love camping out in nature. So gorgeous here. I have 2 days left before I head back to the city. Better make it last.
Yeah, I can't, like, I don't even want to climb anything yet. I just want to look around.
There's a dude up there. I'm pretty sure. He's been stuck all year. I saw him last summer.
There's a dude. Oh no. We gotta help the dude. Admittedly not a shooter game, but it's schmovin'.
Oh. Hey, we don't get many visitors here. Yeah, I got stuck up here when the bridge broke last summer. No one will help me because I am the one who broke the bridge due to the immense weight of the caravan. I was supposed to meet my brother, but this caravan got stuck too. Must run in the family, I guess.
There's lore. So I really skimmed this on Itchio. I just saw that it had climbing. I thought the art style looked nice. But I figured it would just be sort of like a little linear area of 3 or 4 puzzles. This is cool. I'm paying attention. Thoughts on RE4? Yeah, I'll let you know when I play it. I really did want to play RE4 for the first time in VR, but it's Quest exclusive, which I don't have. And I know the game wasn't built for VR, but I played the first 3 and 7 and 8. I just thought it would be fun to play an RE game in VR. I'm worried there might be fall damage. Also, I'm checking if there's like something I need to do up here. But I don't think so. I guess I gotta fix that bridge, huh? And I'm not buying a quest just to play RE4, you know? It's really fun. I'm glad to hear that. I hope one day I get to play it. Climbing lessons. Call Jeremy at... Oh, come on. I can't escape it. At 985-7968211111. .985 number. That's, I don't know what area code that is, but nice. It's a good place to live, Jeremy. Unfinished area. Is that French? Voulez-vous? Every day. Unfinished area. Oh no, it's Italian. Unfinished area. Yeah, I learned recently that apparently Italian doesn't have a J. They don't like really have an equivalent for J. So I thought, oh, so my name would actually be Justin. But I think it would just be like, they would just pronounce it as a G, like Justin. Looking around. I don't got anywhere to be. Wow. Unfinished is quite unfinished. Is that why we had Giorno? Yeah. Funnily enough, the way I learned that fact was in a Rocky interview where he said Italians don't have a J, so Jojo would sound like yo-yo. So we had to make it Giorno with a G-I-O. A jaw. A Giorgio. My name is Giovanni Giorgio. And everyone calls me Giorgio. This pond is connected to a big river that leads out of this area. We get all sorts of... This is like 6 accents. This is like Russian, Italian, and French at once. We get all sorts of flies and fishes coming down here. You just need to make sure I don't hook any swimmers. This is the closest thing we've been to a beach around here. There may be a lot of grass, but the residents love it. It's an amazing place to cool off in the summer. It's getting a little colder now as winter approaches. I'm gonna run out of voices very quickly. Just laying in the sun. I'm gonna tan so well. Whoa. What was that? I'm just happy I didn't impale myself. I'm starting to get an urge to climb one of these big boys. Comfy is a properly astute word. Apt. This is a pretty tough mountain here. They have these funky looking rocks. We call them traffic light rocks because they change color like the lights. Only traffic lights we have around here, actually. You can only grab them when they turn green. You can hold on when they're yellow, but as soon as they're red, they will burn your hands and you will have to let go. Does give me... So the mechanic of the grapple where you latch on, it kind of reminds me of Bennett Foddy a little bit, like the hammer. You definitely sort of position yourself in that way. This game is called fuck, I forgot. You're gonna have to wait. I gotta pull up my thing. Valley Peaks. Called Valley Peaks. And I found it on Itchio. I think there's something wrong with your mountain. If the rocks turn green. No. You have a second hand. I don't know if that has significance. I appreciate that you can see your watch. So you can't grab while it's yellow, but you can hold while it's yellow. That's the tricky part here. Green is the only time you can move, essentially. "30 feet. So far, so good." My render distance is a little low, so these binoculars aren't entirely serving a purpose. Let me know if the frames drop. I'm trying to raise it just because I want to look around. There's an uptime command in my chat if you want to see how long the stream's been going. I started at 7, so it's probably about an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, God! Cuff. You can actually move on the rock, which I didn't realize. Yeah, if there's a way to turn up the FOV, I would love to. I don't think so, though. This is supposedly a hard mountain. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a starter one. I'll give it one more try. But I may have wandered too far from the beginning camp. I appreciate that I was allowed to, though. I can't be mad for biting too big. Oh, this is what climbing in video games should be. Not like a superfluous ledge that you hang from. How's my week been? It's been recovering. That's been my whole week. I'm doing good now. I'm still sleeping a lot of it off. Oh, I didn't... Oh, I forgot. Red drops you. It's been good. I get a little anxious when I can't record or do certain things I need to for, like, videos, but it hasn't, like... I just ran the plush campaign, so luckily enough, a week or two of falling behind does not stress me. So, I've just been trying to, keep busy, I guess. I thought I had the Rona, but the test confirms I don't have it now. Still feel like I had it, but I might have tested at the tail end of it. Ooh, cannot look that high. Might have done it. Bon Jovi, I've done it. Hello again. Looks like the radio's working. We have a signal out here. Well done on the radio. I'm glad no bones were broken. Yet. Don't worry about that massive laser beam. It's harmless. We promise. Just please don't get too close. There's 2 more radios to place, and then you'll be out of this dump. I read online that Mount Hollow is another easy mountain to start on, so maybe try that. Corporate's going to be delighted. It's just a ender beacon. Yeah, I'm really glad I pushed back this stream to Friday instead of Tuesday, because I found a couple of these games in between that time. I found this today. Very last minute addition. Also, I actually had the energy to stream it instead of just be like dead silent. Don't fall. Laggy, lag. I'm trying not to hurt the frames here. I just really wanted to look. It might just be because I'm at the top of a mountain right now. Alright, off to the next mountain. Gonna assume I'm good to fall here. I'm noticing in the bottom right, there it seems to indicate... It will never feel comfortable falling that far. Even in a video game. It looks like there's about 4 or 5 more mountains to go. Oops. I'm still in unfinished, but I don't really know how to get out. You're gonna be so mad at me if I tell you what this looks like. Okay, the cloud went away, we're good. The Firewatch tower doesn't work in the unfinished area. Please be drivable. Looking for Astro Frogs. Come to Bob's shop for upgrades. Gonzo, the birthday party planner. The music goes hard? I hate to do it because I do like seeing pretty far away, but the render distance is it's tugging and churning. Mount Thunder. And Jeremy is just advertising everywhere. Got a fungus. No one lives here. Or goes outside, I guess. So, Mount Thunder's right here. 5 stars? Apparently might be a hard one. I'll take my moment. I'm surprised I haven't heard of this game. This is... I don't know if this is under people's radar, because I didn't do research on if, like, YouTubers are already covering it. But I can say I have not heard of this game before today.
Hello there, chum. You look like a fellow engineer.
It's always nice to see some like-minded frogs around these parts. I had a quick question about your radios. They seem to have a lot of extra functionality to them. It's a bit worrying that they have expandable drills inside of them. Oh, right. NDAs, of course. Well, be careful with them. There are a lot of moving parts. Oh, I was just trying to check your mail. Sorry. Misunderstanding. So, I don't know how I could tangibly do this, but I've been looking into whether I can make like a BBT emote of every TF2 class laugh taunting, but like in one emote. Like it's a widescreen emote of all of them next to each other laughing. I haven't seen that yet, and I don't think it exists. So you think you can complete... So you think you can complete the hardest mountain in the area? Takes a lot of skill. Trust me, I've already done it. It changes you, man. They have these sticky rocks up there. They slow you down if you hold them for too long. The only way to get off the goo is to get to solid ground. That's sticky. Does this count as solid ground? I wonder. I'll try it once, but if it's really the hardest mountain, still on. Then I'm willing to try it once. I'll be back. You are my fire. Desire. I keep wandering into here, but I don't know where the other areas are. I don't have a map, but I do have binoculars. It might be my render distance, but it doesn't really convey to me what's a mountain outside of those. Like, the names aren't showing up. This one has to be unfinished. Okay. I might have to go back to Mount Thunder. But I feel like there's like a starter mountain I totally skipped. Everywhere I go is unfinished area. I think that's Mount Thunder. There's one thing I miss from my youth, it's climbing trees. I have not climbed a tree in like 2 months. Yeah, more like a year. It's not. Oh. What are you doing? This is a visual assault. Yeah, like when I... Stop that. Oh, it's teleporting me. When I was fresh out of high school and I just had nothing to do, I would just like drive to random places where I saw a cool tree and try to climb it. I wouldn't go 60 feet up, but like 15 feet, 10 feet. Because I just like, I don't know, it felt like I don't do that much exercise. So if I can find a reason to climb a tree, I do it. I don't really have that intuition anymore, but a part of me still wants to. I never climbed like a mountain. I used to go to like a summer camp that had rock climbing, and I got talked into going, but then the bus showed up and I refused to leave the bed. And they like didn't want to drag me, so I didn't rock climb. And I regret it, honestly. Looking back, that shit would have been so fun. Guys, if you have the chance to go rock climbing, don't wuss out. They strap you in, you're not, even if you fall, you're just like bungee jumping at that point. What, like, I'm trying to relate it to a video game. You know the Spider-Man, you know the Fortnite Spider-Man arms? Even if you fall, like, it's just that then. Just do it, just go. This is the right area. This is what I've been looking for. All around the world. This isn't even an indie effort at this point. This is a full soundtrack This is a fully developed art style and gameplay concept. Where did this come from? No. I guess it's never too old to start climbing. My older brother used to skate, and I'd go to like an indoor park with him, and I would just climb around the half pipe or like the really tall foam walls they had around. I need to know if this happened, if this was like a normal childhood thing. So you ever been to like a sports event and they have the big rolled up tarp, like the yoga mat, and it's like 10 feet tall, and depending on how well they looped it together, you can climb in the middle? Did anyone else do that? I wasn't doing sports at these events. It was my brother's like football or whatever. And I would just find these giant rolled up mats and I would climb on them. I think I got stuck in one once. I got out. This game is called Valley Peaks. I swear that's a rock. That is a rock. No. Doesn't have an arrow for which direction to go, which sort of confuses me on this part. Because it wants to bounce me... Oh, it does want me to bounce across. Well, then what's the holdup? I guess I was just too far. Ah. It's tricky. Four stars. This is the second hardest mountain. I thought this was like a 3-star. I'm gonna do it in order because there's probably some platforms I need to learn. I'm not quitting, I'm just restructuring. There's a handful of videos on this game? Handful, you say? That's a specific word. By handful, do you just mean like just random like reviews? I'm assuming you mean like Markiplier has not played this game. Nice. I know it's a very minute goal, but as a content creator, there is a little catharsis where you're like, I'm one of the first. I got it before the big people did. Like, yes. I get to introduce people to something. $5K views. Wow, that is criminal. I'm not sure how new it is, but I guarantee you this was not made over 7 days. Uh-oh.
Welcome to Tree Camp. We give travelers some respite before reaching the top. It's a super popular route with tourists, now that it's autumn here, since it's not too hot to climb. Plus, there's some amazing coffee at the top.
I do drink coffee. That wasn't like a pun. I actually coughed. We're often late on bean deliveries up here. Super hard to get reliable workers. It really can't be that hard. to lug beans up a mountain every day.
So many options to choose from. We got iced coffee, hot coffee, mild coffee, and even lukewarm coffee. Hello. Welcome to our humble coffee shop. We serve all sorts of rare mountain beans, hand carried from the mountain area. We locally grow all our produce and carry them in handmade jars. We hope you enjoy.
Some of these textures look like they're missing textures, but they're not. It's patterning. I would drink 5 cups of coffee if I could, but Jess says I get hyper after 2.
Truly amazing service up here.
A warm cup of coffee and a wonderful view. When I get a signal, I'm definitely posting a 5-star review on Froggram. It does sound pretty cozy, I won't lie. Coffee on a mountain.
Hey kid, we can see the signal spreading. The plan is working.
You can use these radios as teleportation points if you unlock the handheld radio at a climbing vendor. It's a great piece of a kit, made by our company, actually. We love to stay on brand. Hopefully the people out here are not giving you any trouble. We have some negative letters about the operation. Don't worry, we will make sure to hike the prices for anyone who complains. Anyways, keep up the mission and try not to fall. Beautiful. My one regret is that I cannot drink the coffee. Can't even see the coffee. Mount Cone could be my next go-to. Forgive the frame rate for a moment here. Mount Kroob would be easy. Gotta get Kroob done. Hey, if you're prone to vertigo, look away. Mount Kroll.
Hey there, stranger. I'm Gino, the sign frog. I love signs. I put them everywhere I can. This bad boy is my latest, all shiny and new. It helps visitors know where to go. You can follow the blue route to the Blue Mountain or the yellow Dello.
Yeah, I kind of jumped the mountain a bit, so it's gonna like bulldoze speed run some of these. Hey, you must be new. You should check out the climbing club once you complete your stamp card. They gave me this badass radio as a reward for completing enough routes on the mountain trail. Just head to town.
Hey! Not used to seeing climbers on this mountain. I climbed halfway and got so tired from all the gear I was carrying, I thought I would set up camp. It's exhausting carrying a tent.
Yeah, on a 1-star mountain, I bet you are exhausted. You chub. Wow, just wow. Aren't you simply magnificent? Completing all of the mountains in record time. I know. You are hungry for more work to please your overlords. I mean corporate. Done enough. So for now, your mission is complete. However, there are some other mountains to climb. Are you ready to come back now? It'll be an unpaid holiday if you don't, just so you know. So I've officially beat the demo. By its definition, the demo is 3 radios, but there's still 2 or 3 more mountains. Which is... wow. How often does a game last longer than the demo? Hello there. You must be the radio frog everyone's talking about. I'm a part of the prestigious climbing club something club routes.
Hello. Look at this hollow the mountain is. It's super gnarly.
Alright, I might start cutting down on the conversations, because I have a couple more games to play, but I don't want to stop this before I've, like, played the whole demo, you know? Or at least, like, a 4-star mountain. But I will give anyone... And you know what? I'll go ahead and say, if you want to play this yourself, there's 3, like, harder mountains I need to beat. If you want to go play it yourself, it's called Valley Peaks. I found it on Itchio. I would 100% recommend this game. And I've only played it for like an hour. If even. I think less. It's been like 30 minutes. Whoa. This is, I think, the last of my demos for the night. Because after this, I've got Ziggurat 2, which is a full game of roguelike. I've got Forgive Me Father, which is a game I started last Movement Shooter day. And I have the Cyberhook DLC, which is a DLC. So, this is the last demo of the night. I wouldn't mind spending a bit more time on it. You do that. How often do I stream? I have 2 scheduled days a week, Tuesday and Friday, and I'm staying diligent on them right now. Usually I do in between streams, but I just haven't been able to this last few weeks. Last week. But yeah. About 2 times a week. The in-betweens are based on like how far along I am in a video. Which I'm still kind of in the... I'm in like the 25% stage right now, so I've got time to stream. It's that last 20% I gotta grind. Uh-oh. This isn't a mountain. Another thing I've been doing this week is watching Community. I've been avoiding watching Community, not for any reason, but just because I wasn't... So initially, I finished, like, The Office, right? And I'm like, oh, I want another mockumentary to watch. And a lot of people always say, like, the Community isn't a mockumentary. It's sort of a riff... It's a sitcom subversion, but it gets brought up in that kind of conversation, and so I was looking at it in the wrong light. I'm like, oh, it's not a mockumentary, then I'm not really into it. But it was written by Dan Harmon, who, you know, opinion, like, whether or not you like Rick and Morty, he's an accomplished writer. Donald Glover acts in it. You might recognize some of the other people, but for the most part, I would 100% recommend it. It's about like an unlikely group of people befriending each other in college, but every episode is there's no word to describe Community. They pitch it like it's a study group of all of these different characters, and then they'll have an entirely animated episode where, like, the characters are in a Christmas story, or they're in a video game, or they're in a dark, evil timeline. It's a weirdly high sci-fi sitcom in a completely down-to-earth setting. Unhinged sitcom is a perfect description for it. It is... If you like Always Sunny, it's a very refined version of that humor. Maybe I shouldn't even compare it to that. Sunny is very crass. Community's just... It's smart. It's smart, stupid humor. It's stupid, smart humor. Some of the most popular episodes of it, to give you an idea, are they're war documentaries, but the war is that their school is having a paintball fight. And they frame it super seriously, but also not. What season am I on? I'm on season... I just started season 5. So I won't spoil anything. There's not that much to spoil. It's weirdly episodic with some... it's episodic, but it has, like, plot threads. Six seasons in a movie, right? Isn't it literally it's set the gold standard for TV? 6 seasons in a movie. I know it has 6 seasons. I don't know if it has a movie. I just remember that being a internet joke. Abed's my favorite character. I won't even try to explain Abed to you. If it sounds like a show you'd watch it, and you'll probably know quickly if you like it. I will actually, I'm gonna back up on that and say the first few episodes of Community, you're always gonna wonder, like, so what's the structure here? And at first it's like, oh, there isn't a structure, this is weird. But once they get their footing, I think it's hard to, like, stop. The structure of Community is that there is no structure. My favorite episode, it's not a spoiler to say, because, like, a lot of them are just episodic. So Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, he plays a character called Troy, and he's best friends with this, doctor, I don't want, super, like, meta humor, fourth wall breaking, smart, in asterisk character of the group. They're both nerds, and in one episode, they pretend to Freaky Friday. They Freaky Friday each other. And their characters swap character. Their actors swap characters. And they completely commit to it being real in universe, even though everyone is like, you're just doing a bit. But they play it like it's not a bit. If you're into absurdist sort of subversion-y, but not up its ass subversion comedy, then totally thumbs up Community. I don't think most people would call it their favorite show, but I think some people would call it their favorite, I don't know how to say this. Like, it's not one of my favorite shows, but it is? Probably confuse some people there. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it runs the same wheel 100 different ways. It runs the wheel backwards, forwards, in a third dimension, in a fourth dimension. It runs a wheel, you know, in a lot of different ways. Of many circles. Sorry, of many anuses. E pluribus anus. So I don't want to... I don't want some of that to get lost on a couple of you. Dan Harmon, the writer of that, he believes super hardcore in this thing called the hero's journey, which is this... It can be plotted out as a circle with like 8 different notches on it of like, the hero goes out, they learn something, they have difficulties, and he like uses it as a very strong formula for his writing. But he also tries to play with it. And I don't know, just write with a self-awareness of what points need to be made to make a good story. So it's written by people that are trying to convey something, and that conveyance is just subversion of structure, I guess. Not even subversion, just sort of a riff on structure. Like, they'll steal the structure of an existing movie or a TV show, and then they'll just sort of play jokes at it the whole episode. The show I'm referring to is Community. Yeah, I need to go find the town, which has a vendor, which sells me some climbing gear. But this open world is getting a little daunting. There is a way to teleport, to fast travel, but I have to go to the town to get it. And I don't know where the town is. And there's not a map. Why did this sounds like a song? Da 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 da. Is that like Imagine Dragons? They're going. My God, they're going.
Look at them go! This is an amazing sport, way better than climbing. Tractor drifting is gonna be all the rage in 2 years' time. Mark my words.
Okay. I'm really liking this game, and I want to finish it, but I'm a little lost, and I feel like instead of walking for 30 minutes and beating this game over the next hour, I kind of want to maybe like hold it and then play this another night, like pick it back up in a day or two and just play more of it. I don't really feel an urge to burn through the whole thing right now. Have you missed Ziggurat too? Nope. Ziggurat might be the next game I play, actually. I'm just sort of internally hedging whether I want to finish this. And I feel like it's gonna take me another hour or two. I could hold this off for another stream and just run through the rest of my games tonight. So I'm gonna do that. This was Valley Peaks. I love it. I'm totally gonna keep my eye on this game. There's a end demo button and a quit button. Hope I click the right one. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose a lot of progress. So yeah, Valley Peaks. Wow. Caught me off guard. That was really nice. So that's all of my Itchio demos. Now all are the longer things. And I'll even see if chat has an opinion on what to play next. So there's Ziggurat 2, which is a roguelike. There is the Cyberhook DLC, which is like a space platformer. And there's Forgive Me, Father, which is like a fun, but it's not really a movement game. It's the 2D shooter I played last, movement shooters. So the option is Ziggurat 2 or Cyberhook, basically. So I'll ask chat now. If you could only see one more game this stream, you'll see more, but next game, roguelike or platforming? Or DLC. I'm getting a fair amount of votes for the DLC. So I'll boot that up. The good news is if you're waiting for Ziggurat, the DLC, I don't imagine I'll finish this tonight either. Because it's probably like 3 or 4 hours. But I do want to see if they built on the game, because I thought the end of Cyberhook was a little underwhelming. I'm told that this DLC has a bad boss at the end, but I'm told the rest of it is fun. Glad you're still here. I found a way to get you home. All we need to do is get you to the Martree. Check it out. This is Cyberhook. This is its eclectic mascot character, the computer with a face, who probably has a name. This game is on Steam. I beat the original campaign in 4 hours, and I'm now starting the newest DLC of it. This blue thing, that's not new, but this field is, I think. It's been a while. Just know the game is a lot of fast running into stuff. There is not really shooting, but these green guys, there is shooting actually. Yeah, there's these green dudes you gotta whack. But it's very simple. This game's been out for a little while. Well over a year, I think. But, I mean, it's fun. I don't hear people talk about it much. I know it's a little cliche to want boss fights out of these kind of games. I don't need a boss fight. But the last level of the campaign, I will say the campaign's fun. The last level doesn't feel like a finale. It just sort of, the game just sort of ends abruptly, like, alright, we're done. And I didn't feel a sense of finality with it. Something I'm kind of hoping this DLC might have. Like, you already saw, the start of this DLC was just like, hey, the story continues because it never ended. And again, if you know Seum, S-E-U-M, any of these platforming games, then you'll know the vibe. Oh. This is new. G-Fields. This is paid DLC. I think it's about $5. Might be more. Okay. You got me so far. Yeah, most of the base game is just these pillar platforming, so I'm liking the additions of the gravity changes, the aperture, whatever fields. Oh, there is a slowdown too. You haven't seen me use it much, but if you're bad, you have options. I think I would say, whenever the next movement shooter like video is, I can see this getting a slot. I had very conflicted opinions because of the ending, but mechanically, I can't complain now, can I? I just like there to be a certain balance of learning new things and feeling like I'm sort of invested in the game, as opposed to like I'm just playing this as white noise. This game, it's great white noise, you know? I wouldn't rip the headphones off. But there are parts of it where I kind of wonder if maybe they could have gone grander with the concept. But that's probably asking too much of a fun platformer. There's not a slide or anything. But you just gotta fall sometimes. Someone kicked my Jenga tower. Someone corrupted my Tetris game. Oh, thank you, Bomb Brigade. We take it. This game does actually have a workshop, so there are custom levels for it. I've played a few. It doesn't seem like the scene is big enough for there to be a lot of standout levels. Some of them are just goofy. But there are community maps. Favorite YouTube video? I could tell you, but you're not going to know what it is. None of you are going to know what it is, which is a shame. It's a machinima series called Chuck Norris in Oblivion. And I learned about it a few weeks ago. So, since like 2011 or 12, this guy's been making a machinima called Chuck Norris in Oblivion. And at first, it was just sort of like, you could tell it was just some guy's pet project. Like, he just runs around in Oblivion with a character that looks like Chuck Norris beating the shit out of people. But by episode 3, he is doing full fight choreography, shonen level animations. And it's the most absolutely bizarre, insane quality jump I've ever seen in a machinima. I think it's my favorite machinima ever. And it's an absolute shame. This series has like 2,000 views on YouTube. The story, like the entire machinima has lore. 10 years built of lore. And then he came back. He finished the series like, what, 5-7 years ago? And then he came back and made a sequel, which teased even more. So the one thing I'll say for anyone curious enough to look it up, there are a couple of jokes in it that did not age. You could tell, like, he is an amazing fight animator. Some of his writing is genius. Every time the Hoff is on screen, it's literal art. But sometimes he says some words that he shouldn't say. some I don't know, some very he just says some crass stuff. But since people are curious, and I don't want to pass up an opportunity to bring it up. So for context, I was just like I was in a VC with some buddies. We were just drinking and we all watched this. And we fell in love with it. Absolutely lost our minds. I'll show you like a bit of it. I can't show you the whole thing on stream. I don't really want to. Just because it's an hour long. But this is Chuck Norris in Oblivion. So this is how it starts off. I'm gonna jump around here. I'm making sure I got the right one. This is the original. So this is how it starts off. It's just Chuck Norris fighting people. Right? But by the end of it, I want to see if I can get a good example here. This is... there's a specific boss fight I want... boss fight. There's a fight I want to find. You watched all of this? Yeah. I'm actually... This is going to take a moment. Because I want you to understand why I watched this. So these are what the fights look like once you get deeper into the series. This is just an Oblivion machinima with actual fight choreography.
Ow.
That is why I watched the series. And that happens like every 5 minutes.
Are you kidding me?
I don't want to show you anymore. Because again, so it was made in like, I got to double check. But over the course of 2006 to 2011. And just because I'm talking about it, I'll show you like the sequel that he put out. You guys want... Just so you can see like how the quality changed. There's no context I could possibly give you. But I don't want to spoil anything.
I need to kick something.
Yeah, cause that...
I would be doing you a disservice if I jumped around this, but essentially he's fighting Burger King right now.
That's it. I demand a refund.
This is my favorite series on YouTube.
Service.
Not going to show you anymore because I think you deserve the full experience. If you haven't watched Chuck Norris in Oblivion and you're willing to sit through a little bit of ramp up, like the show has to find itself, but when it finds itself, holy shit. It's the kind of thing I would make an entire main channel video on. I would make a funk study on this. One day I might. And I don't want to take credit for finding it. So I found it hanging out with Shammy and Noodle. Shammy got it from Mandalore. These are YouTubers. I think Mandalore just knew of this, and he told Shammy, and Shammy showed me. So I totally recommend you watch it. But I just want you to know I would have never found this because it's so under the radar. It's so niche that a lot of people just don't know about it. But yeah, To answer the question, that is my favorite YouTube video. Not even a contest. There's wall running, but I'm so used to not doing it. It's crazy how much lore there is. So all of the most of the characters use text-to-speech voice, but he develops an in-lore reason as to why they speak like that. I can't. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Watch it or don't. I'm not spoiling nothing. Oh, I don't think... Actually, there's not a wall run. I was just going so fast, I thought I was wall running. What's my real favorite YouTube video? I'm serious. That's it. Oh. My favorite video right now is, I guess, Need for Speed: A History by Noodle. Love that. Or, the Cowboy Bebop video by Captain Christian. Those are like the recent releases I love. But if you're talking historically, my favorite one, yeah, I already told you. That or maybe Fesh Pince. Yeah, my sense of humor isn't that hard to guess, if you can't tell. No. Yes. Yes, this is good. They will shoot you if they see you. Yeah, Arrow's a great channel. Love, yeah, I learned about Noah recently. It's always nice seeing another 3D oriented animator too. Someone who uses that. He is much more of like the mixed media animator. Love it. How am I reading chat? Well, there's a lot of airtime and like respawning for me. Yeah, when this kind of thing happens. If you can predict where you're gonna land, you can afford to look away for a minute. I'm letting go of space, which is why I keep fucking up that wall run. Because I keep thinking it's a toggle and not a hold. I want to see this gauge meter hit 175 one day. You guys want to hear about a dream I had recently that I thought was super revolutionary, but then I thought more about it and I thought it makes no sense. I had a dream where like it was the future, and you know how right now if you're bored you go on like TikTok or something and you just scroll through videos or YouTube shorts or something. I had a dream that the future version of that will be you're in like a VR sensory deprivation zone where you're just sort of floating, and instead of swiping through videos, you swipe through people, like real people that are playing this game. They'll appear in front of you and there'll be a prompt where it's like, I'm gonna like, so So you swipe, and I appear in front of you, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna throw a ball. Catch it. And so you catch the ball, and when you get, we just throw a ball with each other. And when you get bored, you swipe to a new person, and this new person's like, oh, hey, high five me. So you high five them. Once you get bored, I guess it's more like a chat room, like Omegle or something. Or you'll swipe onto someone, and they'll be like, hey, let's play some music together. And you're just with them. And this was my dream. My dream was, I had a VR chat dream. Rec room? I guess rec room. But yeah, the specific thing I'm trying to hit home is the prompts. Like you basically, before you join, you set a prompt, which is like, I want someone to play catch with me. WarioWare. Like mini games, but with real people. That's what I dreamed of. And for some reason, I'm like, this is the... in the dream, I thought this is like the future of online interactions. Just quick fire, immediate, simple tasks you share, and then you move on to the next person. Metaverse. And it's dystopian, and it's horrifying. But the weird part is, in the dream, it felt like pretty insignificant. It was just like, eh, I'm gonna kill a few hours. I'm gonna jump onto the prompt zone and get a couple high fives. I dreamed about going outside. Yeah, it's gotten that bad. I'm saving that one for my next games I'd make video. No. Taunts, god damn it. Yeah, it's literally taunts the game. We love an arpeggio. Trav, after I made that video, I had a lot of emails. Not from like a big studio, but just, you know, random DIY game devs saying like, hey, I want to like mess with that idea. I'm cool with anybody like, if I pitch an idea, you're welcome to use it. Or not even like if you just want to practice or try and test around, you're welcome to. It's not my idea. You know, I articulated it, but I'm not the first to think of it. You know, if you release something, I'd like a credit or, you know, a shout out. But yeah, no, I don't have exclusive rights or anything. I made that video because I figure I don't see a situation where I end up making these games. So, you know, maybe someone else gets something out of it. And worst case, you know, people hear and they're like, huh, what games would I make? I like if I can make something that makes people, like, spark their own ideas. Not even ideas, just like, oh, yeah. I recognize that from something. Like, oh, I recognize that video game mechanic from another game you didn't mention. That's kind of like my goal with a video. Gunfire. FUNKe game jam. Dude, I fucking love to. I'm not a big enough streamer to pull that off. I know a few, and I think it's cool when they do. If I get to that point, I will. And you know, maybe I even am. I haven't crunched the numbers. I don't know how many devs follow me. I definitely hear from enough devs that I could probably do something with it. It wouldn't be prompted. It would just be a... Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I'll keep you updated on the game jams. Any chance of a Metal Gear Rising stream? Oh, I love it. But it's... I played the DLC like less than a year and a half ago on stream. I played the Sand DLC and I touched the Blade Wolf DLC. I didn't finish it because it's just like an existing level. Maybe one day, but I don't have a reason right now. I've already played Metal Gear Rising like 3 times. I don't like I don't know how much I would have to say playing it again. You know, I haven't played. Raiden was in MGS2, right? I didn't finish MGS2, so you know I could play that. But MGS2 is not the same energy as Rising. But I love Raiden, which would be enough reason for me to go in for that. See, I'm afraid of doing an MGS2 stream because then people will realize how little I know about Metal Gear Rising. I'm not worried. No Metal Gear Rising, Metal Gear. No Metal Gear fan knows Metal Gear. But Twitch chat doesn't realize that, and I will get bullied for it. Justin, as a friend, I have to warn you, don't do an MGS2 stream. Really, Shammy? You have strong opinions on that game? You seem... Hey, I'll take your word for it. You know, I know a little about it. Now, I kind of want to play it. What's the foreboding for? Listen, there's a reason I played Metal Gear Rising and I didn't play Phantom Pain. I love Kojima with all my heart. But, you know, I was never really a movie watcher. Oh. I see your point, Avery. I know that MGS2 isn't Rising. And, you know, and I guess Raiden's character is probably not as batshit insane. But I can't argue with that. I would not be the world's first to play MGS2 for that reason. Well. Opinions on the boss battle music? I still have trauma from the Senator's music. I would have to mute the stream to play Rising again. Hey, I've listened to every codec in Super Smash Bros., so it can't be that bad. Hey, I've had an audible trial before. Phone calls are not an immediate turn-off. Yeah. I'm starting to see your point. Avery, for anyone lurking, Avery is challenging me to stream MGS2 with chat disabled, which would be a test of will. Am I allowed to use my phone? If we're setting the parameters, not for chat, but just am I allowed to use my phone? Is MGS2 right off the tails of 1? Because it's going to be so much worse if there's context missing that I don't even remember. I had the M1 through 3. I had the bundle for the Wii, and that's how I've experienced the original MGS. Not in its entirety, but in its firsterity. No, if I'm doing that, I can't look at chat at all. The real question is, will there be a chat to look at after 10 minutes? Alright, this DLC has served its purpose for me so far, which is more of I almost said grapple hoops. More of grapple hooks. I will let everyone know, spoiler, every negative review cites the final boss of this DLC as just like a total missed footing. And I'm curious to see what they mean. Peace, Avery. Enjoy Halo. Yeah, I got a message from Julian earlier about Halo Night, but I had to push this off from Tuesday, so maybe I'll see you in 3 hours. There's a boss. There wasn't a boss in the original, but I'm told there's something to look forward to at the end of this DLC. Peace, buddy. Is it bad you've only played MGS 5? You've only played the 5th? It's not bad. Maybe for your mental health. I don't think anyone will judge you for it. I don't think anyone with an opinion that you should worry about would judge you for it. Why 5? Why? Is it because, like, is it having your own camp? Was it the open world? Open, you know what I mean. You know, I'll say, as always, anyone can play Metal Gear Rising, no context, and enjoy it. I don't think you need to play the rest of MGR, but you definitely should play Rising. I've been thinking about this. You might see like a Twitter poll, whoa. You might hear me ask for input on this somewhere. But I've been thinking more about what constitutes a bucket list game. A game that you absolutely should play before, you know, the end of your mortal coil. Like, as a gamer, in your lifetime, you should play it. Metal Gear Rising is on that list for me. And I've been trying to think of if, like, there's a big enough list for me to make a video out of. There definitely is. The problem is, I haven't played them all. I can list off some, but not many. To me, like, Chrono Trigger, TF2, Metal Gear Rising. Like, I have very subjective picks for it. You gotta play the classics. Yeah, but I want it to be like a fair video. So if I did a bucket list, I would try and like categorize it like, all right, you're only gonna play one RPG in your life. Then these are like the top 3. You're only gonna play one FPS. Here's the top 3. I'm gonna make a Watch Mojo list. Fallout New Vegas. You think so? Yeah. I see it. Undertale? Come on. Not Undertale, but like... You're telling me that Undertale doesn't do something that a lot of RPGs don't... Come on. Is that a hill I'm willing to die on? Am I willing to go onto my YouTube and say Undertale is a bucket list game? Fuck. That's the thing. There's a line here between objective and subjective. Subjectively, I would not hesitate to put Undertale on that list. But objectively, I would have to weight train for like 5 months to even survive that argument. But I'm gonna argue that the inclusion of bullet hell in turn-based combat, unless I can find a better usage and earlier usage of it, I would not be afraid to cite Undertale as maybe not innovative, but what's the right word here? Standardizing, maybe? I haven't played Mother. That's the problem. I don't know how much of Mother was... how much of Mother's DNA exists in Undertale. I know a lot of it does. So I get the feeling, once I do my research, I'm just going to be giving Mother the credit and citing Undertale as, like, you know, one of this offspring. I'd be okay with that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll talk about, like, the bucket list video and all of its offspring. All of the shared blood. I think the reason Undertale is, people say it's like innovative, I know it didn't invent the mercy system, but it structures itself around a certain pacifism or genocide. A lot of indies following Undertale take a lot of notes from that game. It's not that Undertale invented them, it's that it kind of standardized it. Half-Life would 100% make the list. I think there's a caution to what was like... Because, like, Half-Life is... I think, you know, to me it's a bucket list game. It's a revolutionary, you know, a standard setter. But also, I think... The thing is, games come out after these games that do it better. Or not even better, but just cut out the fat sometimes. I don't know, I don't think Half-Life's an example. Maybe the original Half-Life, as opposed to 2. But, like... Some of them, like, set the standard for their time, and they push the mold, but in modern day, they aren't... They're timeless, but they're not... They represent they standardize concepts that are now, like, commonplace. So anyone that's played a lot of the things inspired by Half-Life might not be as impressed with Half-Life, because they're like, oh, yeah, I can see how this inspired the things I like. And that's the thing. It's like a game that's fun in a vacuum versus a game that was absolutely mind-shattering at the time of release. Maybe in a roundabout way, I'm trying to say, like, Half-Life was innovative then, but if you played it now, I don't know if you're gonna feel like you're stepping into a world you've never seen. I don't know, the gravity... I should play Black Mesa before I'm willing to say anything. Because it's not like I played Half-Life at its boom. Whoops. I'd have to be very nuanced about my explanation in a script. We gotta do something. That said, I will never not laugh at a Half-Life meme. It's just too specific. I don't see a trigger here. I don't know if it's hidden or I'm ignoring it. Probably on one of these movers. Oh, come on. Can you believe how stupid the word movie is? Like, it's like walkie-talkie. Movie. It movies.
Yeah, let's go watch a movie at the drive-in.
Like, that really stuck. Movie. So think about the word. It's a move. It moves, right? The origin of the word is it moves. And then old people added E to it because it's like a verb. It movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, you know, it's a movie. It moves. It be moving. It's a movie. It's a movie.
It's just such a stupid word. I think that's why a lot of people like using the word film because it's a bit less demoralizing. The meaning. A play. Play is a little odd, but I get it. Play. Like they're playing. They're playing. Well, no, that's pretty demeaning too. This looks like a game you put drama commentary over. It is. It probably has. And I've already made the joke before, so I won't. What about cinema? What about it? Cinema? Cinema. Synonym? What's weird about that to me? Cine? I don't know what the word sin means. You'd have to explain it. You just mean it like it doesn't sound like a word when you say it? Cinema? Cinema? No, I mean it's a word to me. Yeah, this is the YouTuber. You couldn't tell because I sound a bit older in live. I'm a little sick, so I might sound different. But yeah. That's probably me. Fred, man. Fred. Fred's a word. I know I'm absolutely eviscerating a scarecrow with this argument, but it bugs me when people say something isn't a word just because it's slang. Like people that say, I don't know, like drip doesn't mean clothing. Or finna doesn't mean going to. You know what really grinds my gears? Language snobs. If I recognize it as a word, it's a word. No idea where I'm going. Guess I do know. Oh, that hurt me. You know, sometimes it feels like half these levels are purposeless. Not half of the levels, but half of the level's contents is like levers and switches and floating platforms you just never touch. And it's like, did I just beat it faster incorrectly? Or is there no correct way? I think there's no correct way, but still. Do I plan on getting a Steam Deck? I have no purpose for a Steam Deck. So aside from the fact that it will be supported for 6 months and then Valve forgets about it, I just don't see a situation where I need a Steam Deck. You know, I'll be in bed wanting to play a game. So I'll pull out my Switch, or I'll just say, you know, read a book.
You played in my world without knowing what it meant for me.
Dron has been using your successes to get more power while I've been using your mistakes. There's lore happening. Cluster? That was easy.
And now you'll face your failure.
Bossy time. Might have just blown through this in about an hour. If I had a work commute, you know, the train or something, or, you know, I was in school, Steam Deck would totally appeal to me. And, you know, once conventions are running and, like, I have a reason to fly out to PAX East, you know, I'm at a hotel and stuff, then I might be more receptive to a Steam Deck. But even then, I've got, like, a writing laptop that can maybe play Minecraft. So even then, I don't totally want one. Honestly, if I'm leaving the house, I don't want to play games that much anyways. I'm already playing video games for videos and streams and my free time. If I'm going on vacation, I don't need a Steam Deck for anything except the airplane ride. So this appears to be the final boss fight. I'll hold my judgment until I have a reason. Okay. Good news, everyone. It's an open world boss fight. How do I find the words for my videos? It's not as complex as you might think. I write down what I'm trying to convey, and sometimes I think there's probably a word to describe this. There's probably something specific, and then I just Google what is a word like X? What is a synonym for Y? And I find a word that is more specific in its meaning. Like, I don't just have an encyclopedia nearby or a thesaurus. I like using interesting words without it being obnoxious. Like, I want to be simple when I'm trying to explain something, and I want to use a funny big word whenever it kind of adds to the joke. Or, surprise, surprise, the English language doesn't have a word that means what I need it to. Because that happens a lot more than you think. Circumlocutory. Do you know what the word circumlocutory do you know what that word means? If you do, then you may or may not have realized that the whole joke was that I got you to Google it. And if you Googled it, then I've won. I've won the game I've been playing. I can do it. I can't. You know, for my video. Then you know the word, but not the meaning. You should really look it up. So people were complaining about this fight being, like, confusing. Which I don't feel confused yet. They did say, like, kind of dragged out. I'll reserve my judgment. Feel okay so far. I don't generally try to use words that I don't think the average person would recognize. I think the sweet spot is finding the words that people know but they don't really use. So they're like, oh. Someone's like, oh, you actually can use that word. I think it gets pretentious when you're straight up finding new words that nobody knows. But I will also give the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes it's fun to learn a new word. I don't think it's, like, immoral or unethical to, like, use a funny new word in a video. Just don't use it in a way that you're, like, you confuse the viewer, where it's like, don't know it, idiot, then look it up. You know, like I did. Like, I think it's okay. It's forgivable if you use a big word and then you provide a simplified explanation following it. Like, to put it in simpler terms. Like, I'm okay with that. Got a big old eyeball. And I can't tell if I'm hitting it. So you can't give him a big green eyeball and then not convey that I'm not supposed to shoot it. There's no health bar, there's no reaction. He's got some blue on him. I'm starting to reconsider my opinion that all giant bosses are cool. Not really. It's still true, but I'm lost. It's just, I can't reach the blue. I can't shoot the green. Even when he pounces. Okay. What? What does this even do? What the fuck is happening? I think he punches and then there's blue at the end of, like, at his that bone that's right before your wrist, the wrist bone. Please. Frames dying. Supposedly. I think I just got punched into a worse download speed, or upload speed. Something. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Yellow beam prevents me from grappling. And a follow-up punch. I think the punch is disconnected. He just punches where I am. The game is waiting for something. I have to wait for something to happen. There's a specific attack where a big green blast arm comes at me, and then I break it and climb him. The problem is he doesn't fucking do it. And, like, I'm looking around, there's not a point on the map I travel to speed up these events. I don't think. Like, I can't... My instinct says, oh, he punches, go for the climb. But it's only the third punch. Every other punch is complete, it's just dodge it. He can also move his punch. He can turn around after the punch. Oh. I found, a cheese strat. Or just a strat. Hey, you don't see me. Where am I going? That was like a completely normal jump. So this is essentially a Shadow of the Colossus fight, is what I'm learning. What? Physics engine isn't doing me any favors right now. But I'm relating this back to, like, you know, you climb the arm of the Colossus and get up to stab its eye. That's the shtick here. You survive to the correct punch. I'm gonna puke. I'm going to puke like Yellowstone Mountain. It only works so well. I hate to do it, but it's like, it seems like there's not really another reasonable solution to getting to the arm phase. You can grapple in yellow until it... Nope, you can grapple infinitely. But he'll punch at you, so... Music's good, at least. Oh, cool. Now do it again. I guess instead of you know, a second phase or continuing the fight from the inside, yeah, just teleport the player back and tell him to get bent, I guess. Watch there be something spawning up there I have to pay attention to. Oh, look. Something I have to pay attention to. So I broke the green. Oh, I missed it. Or did I? No, I did. Not. I won't lie, this is good platforming. It's tricky. Please. Something tells me if I die, I will not be given the leisure of a save point. So, just gonna play it cautious. The worst part, I think, is that I can't tell if I'm on the first phase now or still the third, because they all look the same. I guess maybe not phase, the hit. There is zero reason to stay above them. There's not a single salvageable reason to stay airborne. But this also really isn't a... So I'm just on the monkey bars then. This isn't even a game. This womps. GG's. So the game expects you to just run, but sort of count when the green particle tells you to turn around. I understand what they're going for. It's not really intuitive. And if anything, it's kind of frustrating that most of the boss fight is waiting, which I think is notoriously the least fun part of a boss fight of anything in a video game, is waiting for something to happen. I want to try and play it correctly. I don't want to cheese it and be mad I don't have fun. But the more I was doing better just waiting in under one cube until the green. Is that my fault or the game's? That's new. Good sign when the arm has a new shape. I like this part. I like when you break the arm and you're climbing it. That was my bad. There was a red panel there that I bumped into. I think outside of this empty phase, like, it's not a bad boss fight, but... Like, all they had to really do was structure this area to be a bit less clunky. Like, literally just have monkey bars and tiny boxes instead of giant ones, and then adjust the punch to not spin with after the landing. Because he'll punch down and then turn to you, and then it just hits you. Like, why does that kill me? He's spinning his arm. Probably because, like, it wasn't killing as much when it didn't turn in playtesting, but... I can say it does not feel like an earned death sometimes. I'm not mad about these green things. I just have to time stop more. That one's on me. Oh, fuck. I just remembered what purple was. Grapple, don't touch. I'm not having fun at this point. It's the final boss of the DLC. The DLC's been fun, but I understand now why all the negative ratings for this specifically say, yeah, it was great up until one part. Just quit it. It's the last part, and I'm on like the third phase. I'm pretty sure if I hit him one more time, like I'm in the last phase or I beat him. Fuck me. I'm too far in to just give up. It's like I have to watch for the arm punching. I have to watch for the greens coming around my corner. I have to watch to make sure I don't like leave the platforms. I have to watch for the yellow spheres that prevent my movement. And I have to watch for the arm actually moving after it punches, because it does that. After a certain point, I just feel like, hey, maybe give me a fucking break. Can you feel the sunshine? I don't even know where to start with you. Do you even know who you're talking to? Do you even know? Oh, fuck. Oh man, that's beautiful. Okay. You listening? Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sunshine, and brother, I heard people. I'm a force of nature. Bonk. If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Whoa! Woo-hoo! Down, 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 down. I gotta make it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to do meet the demo, but I forgot how it starts. He's running through the tunnel, and then he jumps out, and then explosions happen. And then he says, or no, it does. He takes a drink. Can I do an easier one? What makes me a good demo man? If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you now, would I? I gotta make it happen. I'm a black Scottish Cyclops. They got more fucking sea monsters in the Great Loch Ness than they got the likes of me. Then he takes a drink. And he goes, "So, to all you fine dandies, prancing around with your heads full of eyeballs, come and get me, I say. I'll be waiting for ya with a riff of the old brimstone. I am a grim body flavel with an unhappy, bloody end." And then the heavy explodes to a sticky trap, and then the jingle plays. What next? Boom. Headshot. I forgot his first line. It's like I can recite the full thing, but not the first line from it. So he's in the car with the director, and he says to the director, "Good job, mate. Challenging work out of doors." No, that's at the end of it. Oh, no, you're right. It's a good job, mate. Sniping's a good job, mate. Challenging work out of doors. Guarantee you won't go hungry. Because at the end of the day, someone's gonna want someone dead. The demo man's been shot in the eye. And then it cuts to him at a phone booth, and the sniper says, "Dad, I'm not a grazed gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin. What the difference being? One is a job and the other is mental sickness. I'll be honest with you. My parents do not care for it." And then he climbs a tower and gets shot at, and he says, "I think this mate saw me." "Yes, he did." And then he gets shot at. And then it's not the be polite, be efficient. He says something before this. What's the snipe? No. Oh, okay. He cuts down the spy. He does the taunt, and then he says, "Oh, you know I have feelings. You know I have feelings. Blokes who bludgeon their wife to death with a golf trophy. Professionals have standards. Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet." And then he shoots a bunch of people. And then he drinks a yellow liquid. No. They always say something at the end of it. But I don't remember his. It's just, it's frustrating. 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 When it frustrates, it frustrates, and then it frustrates, and I'm frustrated. And when it frustrates me, and I'm frustrated. It's just, to me, him being able to punch through the platform and then turn and hit me, that feels like maybe it should not happen. The part where I get shot off screen, or no, yeah, it's just, yeah, when the thing happens and I'm frustrated, I just get frustrated. Intruder alert! A red spy is in the base! A red spy is in the base! So then, Scout's at the door, and he's trying to open it, but it won't open. And I think he says something, and then the soldier says, all right, stand back, son. One. No, wait. Oh, we need to protect the briefcase. Incoming! Oh, it's still here. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at it. What are you doing? Gentlemen. Down. I see the briefcase is safe. Yeah, it is. Safe and sound. Tell me, did anybody happen to kill a red spy on the way here? The merc's gesture. No. Really? Then it would seem we still have a problem. Sting noise and a knife. Ooh, real scary. I killed plenty of spies. They're dime a dozen backstabbing scumbags. Like you. No offense. If they do not like you, then I assure you they will not like me. Wait. And he's no, yeah, but he says something, and he's like, and he's nothing. They're nothing like the man let loose in this building. You've seen what he's done to our colleagues. And then it's like a montage of him killing various mercenaries throughout the 2-fort base. And then there's a monologue from the blue spy, and he says something. I didn't forget a line. What line did I forget? Oh, okay, I'm skipping. What are you, president of his fan club? No. That would be your mother. What the? And then it shows photographs of Scout's mother being embraced by the red spy. So listen up, boy, or a pornography starring your mother will be the second worst thing to happen to you today. And then this red spy says something. Is that where it's like, it could be you, it could be me. I feel like I'm skipping something here. Oh, the spy. Oh, okay. Sorry, I skipped it. Now it goes. The spy has already breached our defenses. You've seen what he's done to our colleagues. Give me that. And I don't want to. I'm worried I'm missing something. He says, like, it could be you. Oh, and worst of all, it could be any one of us. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be. Whoa. The blue spy's blood is splattered across the wall behind him. His guts flying out. What? It was obvious. He's the red spy. See, he'll turn red any second now. See? Red. Oh, wait. That's blood.
So, we still have problem.
Big problems. So, who's ready to go catch a red spy?
Right behind you.
Bow. Was the knife bit there? I thought that was earlier. The Archimedes isn't there. No, I said right behind you, and then it ends, and then the song plays. And is there a post-credits? Is there a post-credits for Meet the Spy? Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, it's the red spy looking at the photos on the table, and he looks at one of Scout's mom, and he says, "Ma petit chauffeur," while French music plays. And that's the end. That's the post-credit scene of Meet the Spy. My petite flower. I'm so done. You would. I'm about to. I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm not playing anymore. I'm done. My guitar isn't in standard tuning, so this is gonna be hard. It's not gonna work. I have like a weird special tuning. Like a what tuning is it in? It's not an established tuning. I was practicing playing. I think it's like open D, but I changed the higher chords to something else. Anyways, I wanted to play. I mean, I could tune it. You guys want to? I can tune my guitar and play Meet the Engineer to you, but the joke's already gone. The comedic moment's passed. But I can do it. Believe me. I'm not playing this game. What the fuck? What the absolute heck happened? It's not. It's fucking A. It's A and G. It's not that. All right, hold on. Let me get my. I have to get my tuning app out. Just some background noise for you. This will take a minute. Alright, got my pick. Oh, also my high E string snapped. So I can't play that one. Guitar tuning ASMR. I don't have a tuner, by the way. I'm doing it off a fucking phone app. Because I'm a mongrel. Technically you can tune it in Ableton. But I just... I'm streaming. I can't open another program. Let's see. No, that's too low. Need a B. B. You want? I can't tune it with my ear. B. Every single string is tuned differently, just for the record. A better musician could probably figure out how to play an A in a custom tuning. I'm not gonna do that. Can I pause the game? No. I want people to understand why this is happening. God, I had that tuned low. So how's your day? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I hope you're present with yourself. You know, good or bad circumstances. I hope you're still staying present and mindful. I can't do anything. Oh no. Did I? Oh no. I think I forgot it. I can't remember if I'm remembering it in a lower octave than it actually is. Hold on. I got, you didn't see that. This is oh, back to the game. You guys see the game here? Look at that. That's all you see. Anyways. Hey, look, buddy. I'm the engineer. That means I saw a problem. And then I forgot what the next chord was. I can't do the whole thing. So it's literally, it's hard locked. This isn't even a soft lock. I cannot move out of this. Can't do it. I can't. I didn't practice for this moment. Play Wonderwall. Again, I've snapped my highest string. It's difficult to play anything that isn't an empty E chord. You guys just want to, like, sit here for a bit? Like, this is the stream now, I think. Okay. I'm done. I can't believe that passed. It was so fun. I was actually having fun. Even when I was frustrated with the boss, I'm like, this will be cathartic when I beat it. So I'm doing this escapist thing where I'm trying to salvage the moment. I'm looking around my room for anything I can turn into a bit. But I'm so used to not. I'm so panicked right now that I've just given up. So would anyone care if I just played Ziggurat for the last hour of this stream, which is clearly I'm not reloading Cyberhook. I could open it again and beat the boss, but I have a principle that I won't do it. To be honest, I'm going on 4 hours. It wouldn't be... This would feel like... This would feel so anticlimactic to end on. I'll play a few matches of Ziggurat, a few runs, if you will, just so I can end this not angry. You want to see me beat Cyberhook? Pester me on the next stream, and I guarantee you I'll open it. But right now, I genuinely refuse. I deserve better, and you deserve better. So, this is the next game. I've already moved on. Emotionally and literally. To Ziggurat 2. It's a sequel. I didn't play the first. But I'm a sucker for roguelikes. And as you will come to see in a moment, this is a movement shooter that's it's advertised as fast. It's not particularly jumpy, but it's a roguelike. So as you get items, you find yourself starting to move fairly fast. Also, it's just been a while since I've played a roguelike, so. Consider this the last game of the night. And I'm hoping it's going to be a positive one. So, there are different characters you can play. One has a book. I don't actually know about this one. I played, I've already beat the tutorial in the first level, so I'm just kind of picking up where I left off. Because there's not much to catch. Once you know this game, you know this game. I have 3 frames, I'm being told. So I'm going to address that. I just want to say, I felt like the first 2 hours of this stream were very strideful. I thought nothing went wrong. I had a good pace. There's some great games in here. And so, however terribly this stream ends, I want you to know it wasn't always this bad. So I can't... It won't let me actually pick the game as a capture. If you're wondering why I'm kind of sitting here doing nothing. Usually when the problem is that capturing my desktop directly does not work, I try a different form of capture. That one doesn't work. Let's see if window does. Beautiful. Oh, I can see every detail of this game. Look at the left there. What's that? Oh, that's your face. You should probably turn a light on in your room. I got nothing. Well, I got one thing. And it's a long shot. I know it's a black screen. That's the joke. Performance check. Up to 5 frames. I appreciate that there's frames, but I'd like more. I'm already streaming at 720, so this shouldn't really change anything for you. It's actually putting me up to like 600 frames. Yeah, you know, the sad thing is I think a bunch of my buddies are playing Halo right now. And I could be joining them. But I wouldn't want to stream it. Because I haven't told any of them I'm streaming. I don't want to put them on the spot. Alright. Wait, it's tiny? Are we having fun? I can't... My literal Windows is freezing up. Hey, everybody. It's been a great stream tonight. I think this couldn't have culminated any better. It's not that I think the stream's bad, it's that I think this is perfectly representative of what you get here. You're like, oh wow, he's really figured it out. And then my entire desktop crashes? Hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight. I've officially run out of patience, and instead of spending the next 20 minutes troubleshooting, I think I'm just going to lock it off now. So I want to salvage this by playing you a song on piano. Unfortunately, all I know are very basic chords. So I hope you like C, G, A, M, F. I don't have an ending gag. Bye. All right, now that everyone's gone, I'm going to read you a passage from Tao Te Ching that is probably relevant. 66. Why is the sea king of 100 streams? Why is the sea king of 100 streams? Because it lies below them. Therefore, it is the king of 100 streams. If you would guide the people, you must serve with humility. If you would lead them, you must follow behind. In this way, when you rule, the people will not feel oppressed. When you stand before them, they will not be harmed. The whole world will support you, and will not tire of you. Because you do not compete, you will not have competition. And like most of these Taoist verbiages, it really doesn't mean any. It means something. It doesn't translate into plain English. Which is kind of why I got this book, because I thought, I don't understand any of this, but I want to. I don't want to ruin anyone's mood, but I learned that the way is apparently like a Taoism thing. Like, the way is an actual recurring subject, like concept. And I'm wondering if that's what the Knuckles meme meant. The way. You might not. I'm just gonna stop talking. This has gotten completely belligerent. The way. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to quote the thing I'm talking about. Do I know what I'm saying? No. Don't. Bye.